Thank you for tuning in to the North Country Outdoor channel. If you just take a moment and hit that subscribe button, support the work that I'm doing here, I would appreciate it. Today, I'm out bidding jobs, and honestly, this is about the 14th time I've tried to make this video. My phone keeps ringing, and I have decided that if it rings again, it's going to voicemail, because I'm sick of dealing with that. I just want to make this video for you guys. I'm out here, and I'm thinking about back when I first started in business and the ups and the downs, and one of the things that bothered me really bad, and it still bothers me to this day, is the government and banks don't really like small business owners. And the reason for that is well, the government just charges too darn much money in taxes, and the banks won't give you a loan as a new business owner. Why won't they give you a loan? Well, it's pretty simple. You go get your taxes done, you go see your accountant, you sit down and you pay him or her to make it look like you didn't make any money. Why do you make it look like you didn't make any money? Well, it's simple. If you didn't make any money, then the government can't expect you to pay in any money. And so in some instances, you can even take a loss. I took a loss for 2 years, and this year I took a gain. But it's really tough because you take a loss for 2 years, right? Let's just say you made $50,000 year one and took a loss of $5,000. You made $70,000 year two and took a loss of $8,000. Just some crazy numbers to throw out there. And you go to the bank to get a loan for whatever it might be, because we're starting out in business and we need things and we can't afford them without a line of credit or a loan. So we go to the bank, and since you don't have a regular job anymore, you no longer have a W-2. So they're going to say, I need 2 years of tax returns. Well, after year one, obviously you don't have 2 years, so that's not going to work. And after year two, you go in there with you're feeling pretty good about yourself. I made $70,000 this year and $50,000 last year. I mean, I realize that's gross. That's not profit, but still, it feels good to have that amount of money shuffle through your bank account and have your hands on it. And you walk in there and they go, well, not only did you not make any money the past 2 years, you actually took a loss. So we're not going to give you any money. And that's really tough to swallow. It really sucks. It hurts your pride. It hurts the stamina that surrounds your business. It hurts your ego. It hurts everything. But the reason that I'm going to suggest that the first at least 2 years in business that you take a loss is because I know, and I've talked about it before, how many things compete for your dollar. It's absolutely insane how expensive things cost. And if you don't take a loss, or if you take a gain and you pay your accountant and they come back and they say, hey, you owe $4,000 to the government. Well, I know that you're not putting away 10, 20, 30% for taxes, because I didn't, man. I wanted every bit of money that I could get my hands on because I had things to buy. It was just the way it was. And so, no, I didn't have any money set aside for taxes. And if my accountant would have came back and said, you owe the government $4,000, that's a pretty low number, and that would have been devastating. Because now you owe your accountant for preparing that tax return, which when you own a business, it's not just a simple W-2, it's a little more expensive. And you owe the government $4,000. So now you have to figure out a way to dig yourself out of that hole. So the easiest thing to do is take a loss. Now you don't owe the government any money, and actually, in most cases, you'll actually get a refund. So that sucks. That's really hard to swallow as a business owner. Now, in 2015, I think I took a loss of $11,000, and in 16, I think I took a gain of $40,000, and that's a turnover of like $49,000, $50,000. That's huge. So I don't have 2 years worth of positive income, but a bank's going to look at that and go, man, this guy's growing. Let's just say that a turnover like that counts for something. So as you go into business and as you get further along and you can start putting a percentage away for income taxes, then I advise that you take a gain, because when you take a gain, you can get a loan. But along with that, you also have to pay into the government on what the amount is that you took a gain on, which is, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you can't, there's no way around it. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you can't afford to pay in your first couple years. There's just no way. So therefore, you're not getting a loan, which you can get a credit card. It's really easy to get credit cards as a business owner, but you're not getting a loan. So therefore, you're forced with a credit card with a high interest rate, or you're forced with a personal loan, which sometimes you can get personal loans through banks, but the interest rate's going to be jacked way up, and the term of the loan is going to be shortened to like 3 years instead of 5 or 6 or 7 on some of these vehicle loans. So it sucks. It's very hard to do, but it is doable. It is manageable, and I'm just trying to be real in the raw reality of owning a business. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, because there's ups and there's downs, and it's a crazy roller coaster. It's totally worth it, and I think everybody should start a business. I think that this is the time to do it. I think that you will be successful if you put your mind to it. I think that it can be done. I did it from nothing. You can do it from nothing. But these are just little tips that I've picked up along the way. Go ahead and take a loss for your first couple years, and then take a gain and have that money set aside to pay into the government. And then you can go and you can get a loan, and you can do whatever you need to do, and life is jolly. So that's just something that bothered me going into business as the first few years. And just a little tidbit that it's probably going to bother you too, but you can get through it. I just want you to know that I believe in you guys, and you're awesome, and you're amazing in every way, and you can do it. Tomorrow is a new day. Make it your own. Be creative and make it your own. Start a business. You have the rest of your life to start a business. It takes time. We as humans have nothing but time. So just remember, tomorrow's a new day. Be creative and make it your own. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.